It is turkey hunting season, but it's also time to be thankful and to have traditions. So today I'm going to try to start a new tradition. I'm going to try to start a new tradition by making a special wild turkey old fashioned. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez and I'm going to make a wild turkey old fashioned, but not just any one. This one's going to be a little bit special. When thinking about this time of year, you think about generations, you think about family, you think about being thankful and also sharing, right? Because sharing is caring. And I took all this into account when I started thinking about how am I going to make this drink, and maybe the traditional drink. Maybe it's not going to be the same drink every year, but definitely it's going to be a wild turkey drink every year. I'm going to try to do something with it to make it kind of special for this year as well. So let's get started. Let's start making this drink. First of all, I'm going to be traditional with my first Angostura bitters. And I'm just going to do one dash of this. Make sure it's a good dash. That way you can taste that bitters in there. But during this time of year, everybody thinks of cranberry, right? So cranberry is my next bitters that I'm going to use. I'm also going to put one drop of that in there. Now, I do want to use traditional syrup. So I'm doing a traditional Demerara simple syrup. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's my favorite. And you know, during this time of year, you get a lot of your favorite foods and favorite things. So that's why I'm using this. I'm using very little, just about a little bit of under 1/4 of an ounce, and just dump that in there. My syrup has turned pretty thick, and I like it that way, but it's perfect for what I'm trying to do. Now, before I start adding any of the spirits, I do need to add my ice, because once you have all the fluid in here, it's a little bit harder to dump it in there without spilling everywhere. And with the spirits I'm going to use, I definitely don't want to be spilling any of it. So as I said, and you think about family, right? So I have a wild turkey, 13-year father and son. They don't have a daughter one, and if they did, I'd love to put that one in here. So we're gonna do the traditional father and son one here, and I'm gonna do a full ounce of this, a little under there, and just pour that in there, right in there. Now, this is a heritage, something that we've passed on from generation to generation. So why not use the heritage wild turkey at 101 proof? I'll add a little bit of punch this as well. Oops, went a little bit over on that one, but that's okay. There. I need some room in my glass for the last one. And as I said earlier, what else do you think about? Generations of Americans and families all together. So I'm gonna add a little bit of generations to this as well. Now this one I'm only gonna add 1/2 ounce, and I wanted to make sure I had room for that. There you go, perfect. I figured by mixing these and combining them, it's gonna make it a little bit more special. I definitely need to spin this up a little bit and just stir it. Once again, not ever over stirring it. You want it to cool off a little bit, but you don't want to water this down too much. And also with this time of year, as I said, you think about cranberries. So I got 2 fresh cranberries, and that's what I'm gonna use as my garnish. And there you go. For the first time ever, I have my Thanksgiving old fashioned. Put that in there and let's go in for a taste. Ooh, that is nice. Actually, that cranberry does come out in it at the end. So you actually get the spirit up front, hint of bitters, which is still lingering in the back of my tongue. But the cranberry bitters actually adds a little sweetness to it with that sugar. And that's actually a really, really good drink. Now it's 2.5 ounces of spirit, but it's time to be thankful. So why not be thankful with a little bit more spirit in this? Now, as I was talking about it, it's the time of year to be thankful. So in my family, we have a tradition of talking about what we are thankful for. So I want to share a little bit of that with you guys today. I am thankful forever for my family. Your family is just a gift that keeps on giving. And as you see these generations, the next generation, it just makes your heart so happy. So I'm always happy for that. I'm extremely thankful that this year, I actually have all my family here, and I'll have my family with all my grandchildren. And it'll be the first time that my grandchildren are in my house at the same time. And it'll be the first time they actually get to meet each other. I'm thankful for my staff that I have. Without them, my job would be a lot harder, and they're very special to me. Anytime I hire somebody in my office, I always tell them, welcome to my family, because it is a family there at my office. I'm thankful for being able to do this and share these moments with you. I'm thankful for all of you who have actually taken the time to be a part of this, to be a part of my journey. And this journey has turned into something completely different than I ever thought it would be. And it's only and I'm only able to do that because of every single one of you out there that watches this, that, spends the time with me and just enjoys it with me. And that's why I'm so thankful for all of that. And I love to share. And I love to share all these pours with you and to give back to you guys for giving this time to me as well. Time is very limited and we don't know how much of it we have. So in the comments below, I would love to hear what you're thankful for. Share with me things that you are thankful for. It's just been another great year. Every year, time goes by faster and faster. And every year, as we get older, we learn to appreciate the things that we didn't look at when we were younger, that we didn't appreciate when we were younger. This community is wonderful. I appreciate all of you. So, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my old-fashioned rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends, happy Thanksgiving. Cheers.